I always thought Esteban looked like he smelled like the worst club you've ever been in.
Well, who's those guys? We already talked about it.
Floaty's on vacation, and I've been hiding in the bathroom for a week.
You're listening to the Ready Set Radio Show.
And you were like, smack me in the face with it, bro. It's funny.
Yeah, and it was. Yeah, you see what I did there? We're not going.
Drew, you were saying something about an adage.
Back to French before I was so rudely interrupted. You know how they say you have big shoes to film in? Well, I put these headphones on, and whoever's giant noggin was wearing them last time, that's kind of how I felt. I had big headphones to film.
That's a good
That is
question.
not the adage I've heard about big shoes.
Socks,
You're
right?
gross.
Who did wear those last?
I was just trying to think of that.
It
Well, whoever you are.
Oh, it was 6 foot sexy.
Yeah.
6 foot sexy.
Yeah,
Burnham.
be careful of your next words.
Whoever you are, you have a nice-sized noggin.
Watermelon.
The gentleman is
Nice
6'5".
sized noggin, Nate Burnham.
Yeah, he is 6'5", or as he's known through the lands as 6 foot sexy.
6 foot sexy.
All right, so are we going to do this the correct way?
We're
That's
gonna try
Are we really going to restart the
I mean,
intro?
it is kind of our thing.
Do we? I didn't even know. I
It
didn't
has
know.
become on brand for us.
It
for
has
sure.
become this season.
Only half
God
of that
damn
has
it.
video because no, we didn't start the.
You guys, podcasting is hard.
Hey, hit a button.
All right.
Here's our new intro, Drew. Check it out. We made a new intro.
I always thought Esteban looked like he smelled like the worst club you've ever been in.
Well, who's those guys? We already talked about it.
Floaty's on vacation, and I've been hiding in the bathroom for a week.
You're listening to the Ready Set Radio Show.
And you were like, smack me in the face. Yeah, apparently, Dubs got a hair up his butt. He was like, I want to write a new song for the show. And he wrote one that was like 48 minutes long. And it's just that. It's a bunch of like clips from the show. And it's not 48 minutes. I'm hyperbole.
The
It's
highlight reel.
like just over a minute, but it's still entirely too long. So we've got some plans for it.
And
but
so we were like, yo, dude,
Yeah.
it's too damn long. And then he was like, well, I got another good idea. We'll cut it in half and use half at the beginning of the show, half at the end of the show. And we were like, damn, that's a pretty good idea. All right, we'll do that.
yeah.
So
I wanna know-
Thanks, Dubs. Give yourself a round of applause.
Yep, well done.
You can literally do that. Well, you got 2 claps. You gave yourself 2 claps. Are you okay?
At least it wasn't just the clap.
Do we need to pause and talk, bud? You all right?
Nah, I'm good.
You only gave yourself 2 claps, man.
That's good.
That's a sad Dubs.
We're good.
How many bottles were broken to create the ending of that intro?
A lot.
Ah.
A lot.
Were there like test bottles as well? Is this something that the people against abuse to bottles are going to come after us for?
Probably. We should stop talking about it.
About the bottle?
Yeah.
I hear the helicopter now.
Oh.
PAB.
PAB.
What is that acronym, dude?
So for those listeners of the show that haven't been with us since the beginning, Drew is the lead guitar player for Ready Set Radio.
Yeah.
He's a part of our band, our project, our podcast, our live show. He does stuff
Our
behind
inner
the
friend
scenes.
circle.
He helps with the tech stuff, and like he knows everything about guitar. So we're not going to talk about guitar today. So Drew, how was your week?
Week's been great, man. Last night specifically was a fun highlight. We got to go see Southern Hustle play at Joymongers, which is cool. We've got some friends in that band, and that was awesome to see them. They did a great job. Afterwards, Savannah and I were invited to this place, this establishment, if you will, that looks an awful lot like a very small government building in the middle of downtown called Whiskey Dogs.
Okay, I was going to say, does your experience necessitate not saying the name of the place? But apparently,
No. I mean, it wasn't bad. It was just very, very small. It's about the size of my house. I feel
Yeah.
like it's super small,
Yeah.
and like,
did they have no? I guess they didn't have the doors open. It was probably 12 degrees outside.
yeah, it was at least -2
Yeah,
last
it was
night.
cold.
Here in balmy Canada, and
Winston-Salem, Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
Winston-Salem, Quebec City. Which, by the way, the weather yesterday in Quebec, in case anybody was curious, it was 5 degrees at about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, but the wind chill was -11.
Why do you have that information off the top?
We had a customer come in to work from Canada, and they wanted us to change their winter tires to regular tires, and I was curious as to how cold it was, but I made sure we put, North Carolina air in there so he'd be more acclimated.
These tires are specifically designed for snow. That'll be a problem for about an hour.
He said
And then it'll
North
be gone.
Carolina air.
Yeah, you got your winter air, your summer air, and when you go to different states, you got to change the pressure as well.
I hate having to change my blinker fluid. That's a pain in the ass.
In the wintertime, you got to get the stuff that doesn't freeze, man.
Yeah.
When those headlights get
problem.
cold, you got to bring them inside. If you're cold, they're cold. That's
Yeah.
all I'm saying.
My God. Welcome, Drew. We've missed you.
Thanks, man. Good to be here.
You're aware of the timeout rule here now on Ready Set Radio Show?
I've not heard of this other than the fact that you had to participate in it one time.
It's newly adopted since around just after Christmas, I think. And
Yeah.
what we decided to do was stop bleeping out all the F-bombs. But if you said it, you had to go to timeout.
Oh, I'm not supposed to bleep them out. Just leave them in. I've been bleeping them out because it's funny.
Well, whatever's funnier, I guess. That was a good moment, J-Dubs. Well done.
I'm going to cut that entire sound effect out just to spite him. We're going to skip right to right now.
Just bleep over the top of it.
Yep.
J-Dubs is only going to take so much of that abuse.
It's not abuse. It's content. He knows I love him. Talking smack about him's half the crap I say on the show. You want me to sit here silent all day? See how?
Yeah, I think he does.
Yeah, that was awkward. Let's not do it again. So what about you guys?
Oh, man. My week's been pretty good. It's finally getting a little warmer, so that's nice. I walked outside and I was like, oh, man, it's just under 40 degrees. This is great.
It's 23. I'm about to break a sweat.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
My week was great. Tuesday, I saw you guys for practice.
Yeah, good practice.
And then Thursday, I saw you for, a business planning, music building thing. And then today,
Yeah, I'm excited about
seeing you
that.
guys.
I'm excited about that. Having heard some of the things that I've heard about you guys staying late and getting some stuff done, I've seen some things come out of it, and I'm excited about hearing some of the MIDI things you're working on. And I gotta say, man, it just feels nice to see some effort, and I appreciate you, dog.
I've started calling them administrative sessions because it makes us
nice.
sound super official.
And we don't practice, we rehearse.
And it sounds like we don't drink alcohol at them.
Correct.
Right.
Which we
Don't. It's hot coffee.
right.
Good cover.
Yeah.
See, if Foothills had a theme song, I'd have played it right then and paused the video. Just
Right. Foothills.
hot coffee. They got good fried pickles and stuff.
How do you know so much
And
about
they're
Foothills?
and
I
not
have to
for
show
nothing,
Phil
math being math, their ranch is pretty dope too.
It is.
Some of the best ranch I've ever
Is
had.
it the buttermilk?
And I'm not even a huge ranch fan. It's not buttermilk. It's like their own. Is it?
There's buttermilk in it.
Is it?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's their own recipe.
It's their own recipe, and it's the best
made-
ranch I've
it's
ever
made-
had. It's good
it's-
stuff.
Yeah,
And I'm not even like I eat ranch on everything kind of guy, but like that's good stuff.
Dude, I hear they churn the butter in-house in the back for the buttermilk.
That's a euphemism.
Churn.
Oh,
Nice, well played, dude. Well played.
Way to make the intro clips right there.
Yeah.
I don't know what to talk about because I've already talked to both of you guys this week. So Dubs, how was your week?
It's been fun. It's the same old, going to work. I work at a pharmacy, so I deal with that type of life, so we won't get into that. Eye-opening, riveting.
So Drew, you ever been to a pharmacy?
I grew up near a farm, you see.
Oh, my
I don't know
God.
if you,
Where was the womp womp on that one, dude?
It's too many womp womps. I can't.
Yeah, he's true. He's picking his battles. He's like he's getting to the second
He's
one.
like, yeah, Drew's the guest. I guess technically we'll give him.
What do you think this is, man? Mario with all the womp womps
Yeah.
on here?
Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
So Drew, I come to understand that you have a very special guitar coming to you.
I do.
You got another one coming?
Yeah, so my good friend Zach runs Gilbertine Guitar Craft, based out of Nashville, Tennessee, and he builds these really cool guitars, man. And so I approached him about doing a custom one for me, and I'm really, really excited about it. If you want, I'll go into some of the fun.
Do it, and if you've got pictures, I'll throw them in right here. Right,
Yeah,
Bro, it's a custom guitar.
or like right here.
I'll send you some of the I'll send you some
He's
of the
got
photos.
pictures.
We'll
He's
add them
got-
in
Yeah, you've got some pictures
of the process.
Sorry.
Of the process.
Know the story.
It's really dope, man. Knowing the guy who's making it too, just because of the fact that he's really great about sending some progress photos, and he's really been involved with me a lot in making it exactly how I pictured it, which is cool. Essentially, man, it's kind of sort of based off of a Fender Paranormal series where it's a standard offset guitar but flipped upside down, so the profile is different. Kind of a blend between a Jazzmaster body and a Telecaster body. What?
I felt like Dubs was reacting to you flipping a body.
Yeah.
Even though you're not a left-handed guitar player.
Oh yeah. Not flipping on that axis, man.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
The other way.
Flipping on the other axis. I'm not coming after you, I promise. So we got that. It's going to be a nice green color, gold hardware. I've got a Bigsby B5
Nice.
that's on it.
Shut up.
We've got a 3 pickup configuration. I've got a DiMarzio Super Distortion in the bridge. I've got a Sewer or Sir or however the heck you pronounce that Telecaster lipstick in the middle position.
Wow.
And I've got
Drew likes his options, man.
In the middle.
I do, man. I love a Swiss Army knife, and it'll never all of my guitars are meant to be.
Does it have a headstock?
It does.
There you go.
Thank
dude.
God.
It's got a
So
headstock.
you designed a guitar for Polyphia.
For Polyphia.
Yeah, you're allowed to have a guitar that's backwards as long as it's got all its pieces.
In the neck, I've got.
See, at least J-Dubs, he knows.
In the neck, I've got a Seymour Duncan Jazz 2 humbucker. So that'll be really sweet too, man. But it's maple fretboard, 22 frets,
Label out.
25.5 scale.
Nice.
So we're running very similar to my PRS.
I haven't seen any pictures of any of it yet. You haven't showed me anything. Do you think you have enough of that kind of stuff to make a segment about it? With a little...
Probably so, yeah, man. I'll have to hit Zach up and have him send me a whole bunch more info.
We'll do like a whole extended series about that guitar and let him use the guitar to write and record some music for the video of the guitar.
That's cool. Yeah, definitely.
And then we'll need to make a new video for the band because our old video, you're playing my guitar.
No, yeah,
Because I own that guitar now. And
Dang.
Yeah, what was my
Shots
guitar
fired.
yeah.
and is now Eric's guitar. Boy, that guitar,
Yeah,
man.
You thought about it.
I love
That is such a
Now,
nice guitar.
Did you
Shout out-
answer
really
this
is.
earlier? What color is this guitar going to be?
Are you going to make it ugly like all the other
green.
ones?
No. So this one.
Oh,
this
dude, I
one's
kind of
pretty.
like that about your style.
This
you
one's
like
pretty.
ugly guitars.
I do like ugly guitars. I
this
love
one's pea
ugly
green.
guitars. No, this
This
one's,
Fender Strat he has is pea green.
No, it's antique olive.
Oh, same
Yeah.
thing, dude.
No, my friend, my pea has never been antique olive colored.
Then you haven't been to the right parts of Boston.
If your pea's been green ever, it's a problem.
But yeah, it's like a darker green and with gold hardware, man. It's gonna be really sick with the maple neck to clean it up on top. Black pick guard, I think, and that's probably gonna be the prettiest guitar I own. The Strat will be a close second.
When
The
is
Les
it-
Paul will be a close third.
When's it supposed to be here?
I'm gonna go pick it up in February sometime. So here in the next
That's
few
right.
weeks.
You're going to Tennessee to get it, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna go get it.
Road trip,
Road tripping indeed, my friend. Actually, I think we might fly.
even better.
Because boy, ever since that whole Western Carolina craziness, driving to Nashville is like 7.5. It's like going past my parents' house in Florida,
No bueno. Yeah, I'd fly.
even though it's one state over. Like,
What's
Yeah,
the first
no
song
doubt.
you're going to play on it?
probably Smoke on
All
the
of
Water.
them.
Really?
No,
I didn't think so, too.
I'm a Wonderwall guy, man.
Anyway,
I'm going to guess it's going to be Beverly Hills by Weezer.
That's a decent guess, Eric. You got a.
I was gonna say that Aerosmith tune. You won't stop playing it.
Y'all didn't hear what he said about the bridge pickup.
Yeah, it's a DiMarzio Super Distortion, man. I'm straight up starting with like some old school Opeth,
Do it.
some As Blood Runs Black.
Nice.
The first thing I play on this semi-weird indie paranormal series Bigsby guitar is some real heavy metal.
The guitar comes pre-possessed.
Nice.
You don't have to worry about it. It comes pre-possessed with your
Yeah.
own demon.
No,
Beelzebub Inc. Order yours today.
So we'll talk about some of the songs we're playing these days. I feel like Drew's getting to flex his guitar fingers a little bit with some of the newer stuff, and
He ain't the only one.
I'm getting there. Damn, he's like he's plucking his flowers before I fuck.
No.
There was no
was-
C.
You got 3 out of 4 letters, dude. I think that counts.
That was a U. Rewind the tape. Let me plant your flowers before you pluck them, there, guy.
I tell you what, I'll let you give me flowers without going. If we'll go to the.
Damn.
But now you're not getting roses now. You're getting dandelions and daisies.
You get that Walmart.
And
Damn.
so we're
Getting
working
that
on
Walmart shit.
we're working on some guitar centric songs, and Eric's doing pretty good with it. Also.
I'm going to timeout, dude. Fuck you.
That was a pretty good. That was a pretty good Daisy downgrade, dude. If roses was what you were going to say, that was a perfect Daisy downgrade right there.
All right. I love this part.
And just like that, we got another clip for the next intro for the show. I'm going to timeout.
So while Eric's in timeout, the song that Floaty was referencing is actually a hit tune from a long time ago, man. It's the intro to Super Mario Brothers.
Nice. Yes.
And Eric's been working really hard on it. He's been killing it. And you guys should be looking out. We're playing the extended cut, the 1 hour YouTube edition.
Oh, nice.
Oh, sorry.
They don't know that you're making a joke, dude.
What we're actually doing is Hotel California
And
by
flirt,
the Eagles.
and flirting with disaster
And flirting with
Flogging Him Out.
disaster.
And now that he's in the bathroom, like he's been doing a great job. He's been practicing and working his butt off, and the whole band's kind of come up with these new songs as far as skill level. It's been fun getting some songs that aren't just your regular radio hit songs that are more guitar centric and riffy and solos and stuff. And it's
You
just,
might as well. You got him.
who, Drew?
Yeah.
Yeah, Master Pretender, man.
I mean,
And-
I've been telling him the whole time. He's the one that keeps suggesting Wonderwall.
Give the man what he wants.
He
Floaty.
plays the first 8 seconds of Raining Blood, then he goes into Wonderwall. What am I supposed to do with that?
Hey, there's a good montage there. That's a good mashup. Yeah, run with it.
We get all the way into the chugs, man. It's a solid 13 seconds at least, first of all. But second of all, so Floaty and I were listening back on practice a little bit after Tuesday night, and it really was cool, man. It was awesome listening to the guitar harmonies. It was really neat.
What was
listening.
really cool was we did each song like four times, or we did that section, the guitar back and forth guitar section, like 4 times, and each one got distinctly better.
Progressively better, yeah.
And then the last one was like, that's show ready right there. And like these dudes worked their butt off to learn that stuff because I wasn't gonna.
Nice.
You know, I got Don Henley's little. You know.
Now, you threw that out there pretty fast. This is for something that we're airing?
What?
Oh, you mean the songs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's for the show.
For those
the
of you
band.
who watch the podcast, man, we're going to start or listen to the podcast. For those of you who are listening on Spotify, thank you.
There's a couple of them.
This guy, look at him.
We're going to start streaming live.
Hey, the beard's back.
Welcome back, pal.
Right, I could use a bangerang right now, but
Bangarang, Pete.
Where did you do with it?
it's the one that says bangrang.
It's up top left.
Oh, we've lost the moment.
Yeah.
I missed it.
We haven't had one of those in a hot minute.
Yeah, we're going to start live streaming parts of our set, piece by piece. And,
Yeah, you guys,
about once a month.
Some of the people watching and listening to this show may not know that we're a band, but we are a band. We started the podcast to help advertise the band, and then life gets in the way, and the podcast kind of went chugging along before we were ready to start
And I am not part of the
capturing
band.
the band elements.
I do not play an instrument in the
he
band. I
plays-
do play instruments.
He plays this really, really, really nice flute that I have.
J-Dubs,
really nice.
don't say that like we told you couldn't.
I know. Definitely did not.
My mouth is duct taped.
I've seen that in a picture somewhere, I think.
but I didn't put the duct tape on there.
That's all.
That
folks.
duct tape was put in post, dude.
That duct tape was put in there because even though I have fairly decent Photoshop skills, some blemishes you just can't get out, man. Like you just got to cover them up.
And I appreciate that.
And it
I
was,
appreciate
you
it.
asked me to put it on there too.
I did. Thank you for
Ungrateful.
destroying my moment. You want your chair back, fucker?
Ungrateful.
All right, let's.
Damn, I don't even
musical
get reprimanded for saying that.
Dude, I was gonna
I am a lonely.
You said the F word?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and,
dude.
and you said the S word earlier. I was like, maybe J-Dubs is exempt.
Drew, would you like to press the buttons?
No. Somebody better do something. Oh,
You're
I'm
either going to
sorry, I didn't
timeout or
see
back to
you
your
there.
job. I don't know. Either one. I don't know.
I'm fairly comfortable here, but I don't know that I could handle that level of responsibility.
It is
to be
actually.
honest with
I couldn't do it.
you.
I get too into what we're talking about to think like.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Sometimes I'll be sitting here listening to him talk, be like, I should turn him down to my ears, and then I don't, and it's right here because I'm listening to what he's saying. Like, oh, okay, yeah,
Why
great
would
story.
you turn me down?
In my ears?
Yeah.
Because you're loud.
Am I really that loud?
I made a
Or
promise.
was
not to tell you
J-Dubs
that.
just using my mic?
That's what it was.
Yeah.
No. Hey,
You know
Dubs.
what? No.
Eric, would you like?
I feel like J-Dubs really feels picked on today.
But
I just feel like he does. And J-Dubs, I just want to let you know that even though you might feel picked on, we love you.
Yeah, we love you, dude.
yep.
What an ass. Anyway, what were you going to ask me?
Thank you.
I
I,
forget-
love
oh.
you guys.
You were in timeout. Would you like to comment on the effort and growth of Hotel California? And
Oh yeah.
Fighting
That's
disaster.
fun stuff, man. I honestly didn't get to hear the recordings. I would love to hear that. That would be dope.
they're
gone.
Yeah, we had a mini crash.
Figures.
We had a mini crash. We did. He was sitting
the
there.
computer froze.
Effing
flickered,
figures.
It flickered and it was gone.
Effing figures.
Yep, totally.
Such is our luck.
Floaty and I looked at each other and we just had one of those moments of like eternal peril.
That's
of
about.
just,
That's about.
Oh
when I
my God.
messaged- That's about when I messaged saying that I think it's a grounding issue because we're getting shocked on certain things, and when the shock happens, the desktop will flicker.
Ooh.
And we're getting a popping in our audio. The popping in the audio, I think, was just the first sign
All right.
of something going on with the power that we need to get checked out.
Not for nothing, knocking on wood, but I haven't heard it for a hot minute.
There's nothing going through the speakers right now.
Yeah, it only happens when it's going through the big speakers.
It's only USB out of our computer into our system.
Yeah. So if you're out there listening to this podcast and you know what our problem is,
Yeah,
comment, send us a message, something, please. Let us know. We're flying blind and we have no idea. Podcasting is hard. Don't judge
Normally
us.
we're like, Mr. Jason, but he's really busy today, and like this coming week is his birthday. Speaking of which, you'll hear this after, so it doesn't matter. But you guys, Friday night, Soul Jam is at Wise Man. I'm running sound. Mr. Jason is doing percussion with them for his birthday. So it is his birthday. I figured that some of us should all be there. I'll be there.
I'd love to, but the in-laws will be in town.
I'll let him know that you just
I am
don't love
not-
him anymore.
That's not at all what I said.
Well, I like Soul Jam and Mr. Jason.
Right?
So
Yep.
I think that's
good
the
times.
place to be, man. And Wise Man Brewery.
Soul Jam is a badass
It's a
band.
great events band.
Yeah.
You should actually come to check it out. They're
They're a conglomerate, really, right? I mean,
Yeah.
huge group.
a few times
Fun for the
Yeah,
whole family.
they do,
they've done 2 shows in 2 different cities in the same time.
Yeah.
They've got it going on.
And they've been at it for some years. Our boy Glenn knows a few things, and we're trying to learn from him. So, Glenn, if you're listening,
What's up, Glenn?
what up, dude?
Glenn.
Anyway, so, yeah.
If not, you should be. Damn
There'll
it,
be a
we
few
can't
of
give you
us here.
flowers if you're not listening.
I think my buddy Kenny's coming into town, maybe for that for
Heck yeah.
Wise Man, and then Saturday he and I are gonna hang out.
Dope.
And then yeah, where was I going with the birthday thing? I thought
It's
it was important that we
Mr.
all be
Jason's
there.
birthday. Happy birthday, Mr.
Happy
Jason.
birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday, Mr. Jason.
Actually, you know what?
Because this is probably going to come out around then.
It'll come out sometime. I can't. I have lost track of how many videos we have in the can right now. I think it's 3. So who knows?
Yeah, we'd have to talk about that off screen. But
You don't get to hear.
Hey, speaking of Kenny coming into town, Floaty and Kenny and I are going to start jamming some 90s tunes.
I
here in
wasn't
the
going to
next
share my
couple months.
homie's business, but yeah, I asked. Kenny's been wanting. Kenny was the first person.
I'm
ever
excited
played-
about it.
I'll get into this more because I'm gonna have him on the podcast at some point in about a month. But Kenny's the first person I ever played music with, and he and I had these ambitions of being in a band together forever and playing music. And he hasn't played in a long, long time, and keeps kind of hinting that he wants to.
Yeah.
But doesn't really have what it takes to go and ask people. So I was like, I got a guitar player, I got a drum set. Come on, man, we'll play some 90s stuff you already know. Let's learn a couple songs. I'm very excited about it.
What does Kenny do?
He's a bass player. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's been playing since
I'll probably find myself at a couple of those jams.
I was about to say.
Yeah, I was gonna
racking up on the bass
You guys
players.
just ruined all kinds of stuff because I wasn't gonna share Kenny's stuff till he was here, and then I wasn't gonna share with you guys. I would have him come out and do some stuff at some point. You guys, man.
Oh well, dude,
Yeah.
we'll just cut this whole segment.
Cat's out of the bag,
Whole
dude.
section out.
It's
Kenny.
busted wide open.
If you're listening, Kenny, the last 40 seconds got cut out just to hide a surprise from you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, deal with that.
Put that in your podcast and
Put
smoke
that
it.
on our podcast and smoke it.
So I felt a bit attacked, man, when I mispronounced adage earlier.
You should.
I just wanted to say
You should,
that-
you pretentious son of a bitch.
To be fair, I was very much jumping on that bandwagon. I got no problem with how you say it.
I fully believe that every one of the four of us in this room have words that they intentionally mispronounce.
I don't
Most
intentionally mispronounce anything.
No,
No,
nothing at
I
all.
try not to. Yeah,
You know the
I do my best.
the event of an estate sale. The wife and I call them estate sales.
Estate sales.
Sales.
Oh,
Yeah, my favorite thing to mispronounce intentionally is jalapenos, man. It really gets under people's skin. It almost instantaneously.
I bet it burns.
It sure seems to.
I see what you did there.
It
As a
really
good
burns.
old fashioned knee slapper.
Really burns.
Keep
on the
talking.
way
Anybody
out.
else need a beer?
No, I'm all right.
And on that,
Yeah,
a word from our sponsor list.
yeah. Good time for a commercial.
You're listening to the Ready Set Radio Show, only on 103.7 WRSR.
I don't know how it happened. We took the bullet and said, sweet perfume, having much too soon. She called me to room, yeah. Billie Jean is top of the place I get. Good and go.
Okay, it looks like we've got a caller on the line. Go ahead, caller. You're live on the Ready Set Radio Show with DJ Smev.
Hey, Smev! Long-time listener, first-time caller.
Ready Set Radio Show is the only show which broadcasts live music on location. We bring all of the radio, including advertising, top 10 countdowns, and contests. Learn more at ReadySetRadio.com.
Way back up in the woods among the evergreens, there stood a log cabin made of earth and wood, where lived a country boy named Johnny B. Good, who never ever learned to read or write so well, but he could play a guitar just like he's ringing a bell. Go, go. I got all my life to live, I got all my love to give. I will survive, I will survive, I will survive. I don't practice Santeria. I ain't got no crystal ball. Well, I had $1 million, but I had spent it all if I could find that Hannah and that Sancho that she's found. Well, I'd pop her cap in Sancho. I just wanna say I'm feeling. Gotta make it understand. Never gonna give you.
You're tuned in to the Ready Set Radio Show, the only show that makes your radio come alive.
I'm begging, begging you, put your loving hand out, baby. I'm begging, begging you, put your loving hand out. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Oh, we're all in the mood for a melody.
Stay tuned to 103.7, home of DJ Smev and the Ready Set Radio Show.
That's the best reason to get banned from a competition ever. You're too good. We don't want you here anymore.
Too good, make something else.
Yeah, give someone else a chance.
I wish somebody had told that shit to Tom Brady.
Hey, man,
What?
sexual chocolate.
Shots fired! Shots fired! Please tell me we're still recording everything.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, dude. Bring us back right now, J-Dubs, and call him. Do it right now.
All right, we're back. Here we are. Hi.
Yeah, and we didn't put anything in there. We just stopped to get beer. So thanks for waiting.
Yeah.
What are we talking about
Why
now?
didn't we put anything in there?
Just because...
We put something in there. He's just
He's making the episodes. I can't really argue with that.
There's something in there.
Well,
we should cut his salary by half.
Tell you what, you know what I really did? I cut the last 10 seconds in before it ever happened. That's what I did. Tell you what, you know what I really did? I cut the last 10 seconds in before it ever happened. That's what I did. People just watched that last 10 seconds twice. That's ridiculous.
If he was here to actually edit the video, but when the man's got a good idea, he's got a good idea. That is really cold.
Or maybe I didn't.
Jesus Christ. God damn, what in the fucking hell is going on this podcast right now?
Listeners, we apologize. That was a 15-second union strike.
We were...
You guys would not believe...
He's not wrong.
You would not believe the mobility of the podcasters union.
Union strike, yeah.
OSHA's a bitch sometimes, man.
That's right. And this place is full of workplace hazards.
This place is a hazard.
We were just talking about how the computer will shock you.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing how nice a place will look with a fresh coat of paint and some pictures on the wall.
Heck yeah.
Look at this rug.
I feel like we need to
That's a
start
nice
over
rug.
and stop talking shit about our own podcast.
Tell you what, you know what I really did? I cut the last 10 seconds in before it ever happened. That's what I did. We're back, and nothing happened in between what you saw right now. So, Drew, I'd like to ask you, man, do you think climate change is real, and what can we do about it?
Damn.
Wow, dude.
I'm very pro-climate.
Yeah, I'm very for the climate also.
Yes,
like
you got to
the
be for the climate. If you,
I'm also pro-atmosphere.
100% pro-atmosphere, ozone layer, big fan. Good job.
Way to keep things going. Working overtime. And Dubs has had enough. He quits and he's leaving. There he goes. Ladies and gentlemen, our producer has quit the show. Oh, he's just going to get beer. If only I just had a break to get beer.
real professionals, man.
Yeah, you know what?
I blame climate change.
So, Drew, what would you change about our podcast?
Wait. First, we need to finish that conversation first. I would like to mention that Florida got snow this year. My parents' house on the east coast of Florida got snow. And if that is not proof that there's something weird going on.
Oh yeah, dude. Florida's got snow in January,
Right.
and Alaska has none in January, or at least some of it. Most of it's all supposed to have snow. Some of it doesn't. It's January.
Yeah, Pensacola got
And if that's
7
not
inches.
proof of climate change, then I don't know.
And
what
I'm
it is.
sure they're enjoying
Oh, dude,
it.
whoever's running the computer desk at the Game Masters area, like, really could not figure out what they wanted to happen this time.
Nope.
I haven't seen any, what do they call them in the Hunger Games? Mutts. I haven't seen any mutts recently, though, so we'll see.
Little chimeras running around.
Yeah.
Right.
Good band.
Wow, yeah, that is a good band.
That was the first band I ever saw that introduced the 808 to the live metal.
Chimera?
Yeah,
The
there's
first
a band
time you
called
felt your
Chimera.
heart exit your butthole.
Oh yeah, dude, and they delivered it perfectly.
Nothing like a
Felt it.
Depending on the 808, you could have up to 3 heartbeats outside of your own
Yeah,
body.
dude.
I love a small.
Good old Ozfest. I
love a
miss Ozfest.
1,000-person cedar arena with all those subwoofers and a nice 808 hits at a breakdown. You literally feel your heart and your lungs and your colon exit your body the hard way and come back in. Man, that's the best feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah, what an experience.
We used to have
What
some
if
pretty
you guys
funny
added
names for
808s
that.
to your music?
Say it again.
So what if y'all just added 808s to the music you guys play?
I added one to a breakdown I wrote a couple weeks ago.
No, not even a breakdown. He's
talking about what
the cover band.
Yeah.
I'll just throw in some.
Yeah, can you put an 808 into Hotel California?
I can.
Hell yeah.
Let's do it.
It's just what I needed, but the 808's just placed randomly.
Where would it
But
go?
you
Where
can
would you put
never
it in
leave.
Right before the guitar solo.
Oh man, I just sang the EAGLESs, and they're gonna sue. That's like 0.1 second of their song. They're gonna sue.
They will sue.
It's probably true.
We will get a cease and desist letter.
We already said the words Hotel California like 5 times.
Yeah.
There goes the monetization of this episode.
Yep.
So we'll go back to just what I needed then, but that's the one, man. Dun 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 boom, dun 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 dun. Like that.
Just what I needed. Isn't that another song? Do we just mess up again?
It is a song.
That's a song by
The Cars don't care nearly as much as Eagles do.
Yeah, the Cars are cool.
Much cooler. New wave.
Yeah. I actually, I was messing around on my guitar. You know, the one that I bought from you the other day. And
shout out Ibanez.
I started playing that song, and Leah in her little walker just came like screaming around the corner, and just like as soon as she could see me, stopped and was like while I was playing that song. Yeah.
And which guitar did you buy?
I think just what I needed is now going to be her and I's song. I think that's what it's created right there.
What a good pick.
Yeah, it is a good pick.
Yeah.
We don't have an awe.
You might want to
button,
listen to that whole song first.
But it was a different kind of awe. Yeah.
Here's something sweet about me and my kid.
Look, man, you cut out the parts about bleeding, and it's a sweet song.
Oh, you guys. I think I've said this like 3 weeks in a row, but I love doing this podcast on Sunday.
Yeah, that's a lot of
like
fun,
the
man.
best way to do end a week or start a week, depending on how you look at your calendar.
Yeah, dude, great song pick. If you cut
Dubs,
out,
will you put yourself on camera? You laughing fool. It's too late now. You were funny a second ago.
Get it together, man.
Oh man,
you gotta know. You gotta understand when you're being the entertaining part and switch to your camera because sometimes you are the money shot and it ain't there.
And we're back to reality.
All right, welcome back to the Ready Set Radio Show,
where J-Dubs doesn't like being referred to as the money shot.
There it is. Just wait till I screenshot that. Tribute.
That's a good one.
That looked like a mid-2000s new metal music video for a second there.
What's funny is I've taken that shot. It's still frozen on the episode right now. We're talking over that one shot. Look at his nose. Look at his nose right there in the middle of the screen. All right, get that picture out of here. Just back to the episode.
Oh, man. All right, I'm glad we're back on now.
So yeah, that Ibanez, man.
Yeah, dude. It's an amazing guitar. I love it very much.
For a $300 guitar, it really is one of the best ones.
And I've always loved an E335 body style.
Oh yeah.
And like for $300, dude, you're not going to get a better version of that body style.
Can't get it left-handed.
It's also slightly smaller.
Why would you want that, dude?
I love those, man.
They are great.
Yeah, dude.
It's
some
slightly
straight
smaller. It's more ergonomic. It's more comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it plays really, really nice. Dude.
Yeah.
I think
like
brand new, they're like $500. Used, you can normally get them much cheaper, like $300 or so, $350.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get an adequate amount of guitar for your money with that guitar. Mm-hmm. It delivers.
It does.
For sure.
It does. I love it very much. I play it almost every day.
What's funny is you bought that really nice Telecaster, man, and you've been playing the Ibanez more.
Yeah. Yeah.
Funny how that works, huh?
It is.
That Telecaster costs like 3 of them.
Funny, isn't it? Yeah.
That's why I exclusively buy guitars that are all in the same price range, so I don't feel like I'm cheating myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
I was on that train too until I ended up with the Ibanez, and now I'm like, $300 guitars are nothing. Everything else is too much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Me too. And then someone was like, "Hey, you know what we need for this band?
Except for acoustic guitars, because in acoustic guitars, money matters."
Yes. I agree.
Yeah. I used to thought I used to think.
I used to thought.
I used to think that it mattered in hollow bodies too until that Ibanez, but it's only a semi, technically.
Yeah.
Yeah, like my Gretsch, that's a full hollow body.
Oh, when it's only
and it's different.
Count.
Yeah, and that man, every time I play that guitar, I'm like, God, I feel like I'm gonna break it. I don't know why.
I've got that
Gretsch.
Lawson.
Yeah.
I got that Lawson that's like a EC 1000 ripoff, LTD EC 1000 ripoff. And it's a semi-hollow. And just jamming on it, there's something about it, man. It chugs heavier. It like with or without an amp.
Yeah.
Like there's just something about it, man. I love it.
Yeah.
Lawson
I love
guitars.
I love the
Dare you
Gretsch
to
a lot
find
too.
one.
The Gretsch has a great sound to it. It feels funny. It's a real thick guitar anyway, and then the bridge stands out a lot, and it feels like
soap bars.
It feels like if a guitar was clown shoes. That's what it feels like.
I hate to say this, man. I've owned 2 Gretches, and I really didn't mesh with either of them.
Yeah. I'll never get rid of it. I love the guitar so much. I'll never get rid of it. But I think it's going to be more like it's going to be more of a show guitar than a play on stage guitar. You know,
or
if it gets played on stage, it's going to be for specific songs because it matches a look or something.
Yeah, I was about
to
say for anything, you know, you could use it for photo props and stuff like that. It's a beautiful looking guitar.
Or like music videos or something like that. You know, we do a music video for Who Do You Love? Like that's going to be the guitar, but. You know.
Hey, let's get on that. We're going to put it right here.
Who do you love? Yeah, here's the video for Who Do You
Right
Love
here.
by Ready Set Radio.
Who Do You Love was recorded on a Les Paul or something, but not even the same guitar.
No, I'm pretty sure George plays a Gretsch, dude.
Pretty sure he does too. In fact, it's probably one similar to that. It's actually, knowing him, it's probably like a Country Gentleman.
Yeah. White Falcon.
You think?
No, it's a Country Gentleman.
I figured so too.
Maybe, what's the Tennessee?
I don't remember. They've got 8,000 signature model.
Right. Yeah.
The Country Gentleman, the White Falcon, the White Penguin, the whatever other
a 70s Country Gentleman was my dad's dream guitar, and he never got it.
Yep.
Never got it. We tried to get it for him one time, and those things got really pricey, man.
Yeah. I believe
Yeah. Have y'all looked at equipment here recently? Just like, Marketplace and stuff like that?
Funny enough, speaking of Marketplace,
I used to look all the time.
I found a Gator rack system that is exactly like the one that our brain is in for X amount of money. That's a halfway decent deal. And I've been like, oh my God, if I could just like bite the bullet and make that happen, then we'd have everything we'd need to make all of the Ready Set Radio band stuff a touring rig. It'd be done in that rack with both of them.
Hey man, my 16U's up for sale.
Yeah. Yeah, that thing's a piece, dude. We don't want it. Thanks.
Keep your plastic.
It's SKB.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
Damn right. I'm not even talking crap about that company. We all know. Rhymes with Best Day D.
Which is a positive thing.
Yeah.
I've just never been a fan of their products, man. I have not. And some
That's
people
not.
are.
It's
I
not
have
entirely
had
true for
success.
all of their products. I've never been a fan of their rack mount products.
It's true. I have
their guitar cases.
my drum hardware case is SKB, and I thoroughly enjoy it. But I'm specifically their racks. I don't like them.
I have a flight case for a Les Paul. A Les Paul flight case, guitar case, that's SKB, and that shit is...
I got one just like it.
It is the business, dude. You can't get to the guitar in that thing. I love it.
Yeah, I think my SKB case for my Les Paul has a hole in it, and it still didn't get to the guitar.
Yeah.
Didn't even get close.
Yeah.
But their racks...
I do not like their rack mount stuff at all.
Because I'm sure they're fine if all you have is the one rack. But once you get into stacking other stuff on it, man, like, they just don't last. They just... That plastic doesn't work.
The plastic's one thing, but I don't even like the hardware on them, dude. Their clasps are crap. They're.
I agree, and like they had a great idea, like the way they stack, like when they're empty, they work amazingly. They stack great. They work fine, but when you put stuff in it, man,
it warps that plastic. It doesn't sit right anymore. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought like if I could just. if I could just come up with that money, X amount. It's no small chunk of change, but it's not exorbitant either. It's a deal on what we'd be getting.
Could we sell
But
J-Dubs?
I don't have it. Not for that much.
Yes, we could. He's worth a lot. Like a lot.
You're right. I take it back, J-Dubs. You've been picked on too much, and I take that one back. That one's on me. I'm sorry.
You didn't say the magic word.
Can we sell J-Dubs? Well, we can, but what are we going to do with the extra money? That's how you answer that.
Retract, rewind.
We're
I love working at this podcast.
He sure does. Say it again. This is going to be the best episode. We just keep stop talking. Moment of silence.
On the WB.
Yeah, as pumped as I was to get in here and do this episode, and as pumped as I am now, there is a lot of dead air.
There was another one.
Will someone back me up on let's take some of the funny commercials that we did audio and put a funny visual to them and just throw them in there as some comic relief?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Big Daddy Mike's smooth and creamy smack and cheese. It'll make you smack the Swiss out your mama.
Big Daddy Mike's Smack and Cheese. Original and Booyah Bacon variety.
Now get your ass up and go get some.
You good? You gotta be quiet today.
You got to say fuck before you go pee.
I didn't pee when I said fuck the last time.
Yeah. Here's a commercial.
Hey y'all, you ever got that fuck around and find out feeling from a bitch, a thought, or a hoe? Boy, have I got the thing for you. Bitch Big On Spray. That crisp fuck off scent will linger like a skunk for days. You need something stronger? Look for our new scent. Bitches Get Stitches. Coming soon to a trailer park near you.
And we're back.
So we have a
Hey,
that button worked.
Stop cutting them off, J-Dubs. That was a good one.
We've been working on a lot of stuff for our show, the band show.
Yeah.
Well, and the podcast, but
the podcast has kind of taken like the front seat lately over the holidays, just because it's a very regular thing that we do,
I had a thought about that, and I think it's because there's only 3 of us involved, and we set up a routine, and it's become a habit.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? The band, there's technically there's like 11 people that could be technically involved at any Tuesday. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And
Yes,
then we
I
have
do
the
know what you
holidays.
mean.
So getting at least 5 of them minimum is what we need to really have a successful rehearsal night during the holidays is a pain in the butt. But to get the 3 of us together for a couple of hours on Sunday,
it's way easier.
Way easier.
Yeah. But that now that the holidays are done, some work is been put into what we're working towards, and like we were saying on the last episode, now that we've got an actual show coming up that we can work towards, it's turning into a very different feeling thing, and I've seen quite a bit more effort being put in, and I'm very excited about some of the things that we've got coming out. Hotel California, we mentioned, I put some effort into that, and that's great, but like the things that I'm talking about are the MIDI shit and the show bits and all the extra stuff that you don't get from any other cover band out there that we're talking about doing. That's the stuff I'm excited about. So we get some of that stuff written out, and I think right now the only thing we've really got written out is the intro, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe a tidbit here or there, but
I think I can honestly say that for the entirety of the show, with as much as we all have talked about the show, the bits and pieces that we like, the bits and pieces we don't like, at this point, it's basically just, whittling out what doesn't belong.
Right.
Because we've had a long time to build this really cool product, and it is unique. And now we know what doesn't work, what does work.
Yeah.
We know what we're good at. We know what we're not good at. And now that we've gotten to the point where we have a physical show to build towards, it does have a different feeling. But I was actually gonna ask your favorite part of Ready Set Radio outside of the music, building the shows and whatnot. Like, what part do you think's your favorite part?
In building the show?
Yes.
A lot of the bit ideas that we've had, I think, are really funny.
Yeah,
and have enjoyed
the
kind of
theatrical
working them
stuff.
Yeah, sorry, I use the term bit kind of loosely. The theatrical element, the comedic little quips and exchanges and parts like that are really neat. Just in programming Module 1 last Thursday, there were a few times in there that Floody and I are sitting here cracking up, just talking about what that idea was going to look like. It fleshed out, live.
Right.
And, for like, are you going to be my girl, or right before, or things like that.
And this is a very unique experience for me, I'm sure for you, being in a band, is having to sit down and plan out this entire show, and not just picking songs in the right order, but like this moment by moment, like we have the luxury of this particular band, with it being the radio gimmick and everything, to build a show that's not just a concert.
Right.
But it is also very much a concert,
It's an experience, truly.
And
it's got that concert foundation, but we're trying to just do so much more with it.
Yeah, and I guess I worry sometimes that doesn't come through to the audience, but it does. I'm a worry wart about everything. I worry about everything. I worry about worrying. I worry too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But even the segment that we created, coming here in the next couple of months, we're going to start doing that regular stream, which is really exciting, and it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be on a couple of our different social medias,
yes,
and of course available afterwards for people who missed it live. But as part of that stream session, not only are you getting a small piece of what the regular show is going to look like, but you're also getting some small pieces of the more personal feeling stuff. What are we working on? What have we been working on these last few weeks since we've talked to the people last? You know what I mean?
Here, check out this song we've never played before.
Right. Coming soon
ever
as a band. To a show near you, right? And it's what that is. It's,
I'm really excited about bringing more of our DJ and radio elements to our streaming version of the show.
Yeah.
I'm excited to get more of the streaming of that side of the room, the band side of the room, on the internet. It's been delayed longer than we wanted it to.
Dude, it's funny. It's funny you mention it that way, because I had some thoughts about that earlier today, where we've been working on this project. Like, you and I have been on this project for 5+ years now. And to think of where the idea is now versus where it is when we started hasn't changed much. But everything that we have to execute the idea has changed dramatically.
Correct.
Not just people, but gear, space,
knowledge,
dude. And it's come so far in so many years, but even now, 5 years plus in, I still feel like we're only just getting started.
Yeah.
And we're still trying to figure out what the idea actually is. And I got to be honest, dude, over the holidays, it turned into a straight up real deal bummer for me.
Yeah, who you telling?
And it was a hard time, man. That being said, I want you to know that having you and Smev show up and work on some stuff has gone a long way to make it not feel like that anymore. So I appreciate that.
Administrative sessions.
Number one, I appreciate it. And number two, I can't wait to see what else comes of it, because if you guys can take that time and apply it to any one of the number of things that we're trying to work on. And,
right now we're
and
very
seeing
much
something happen with it.
Right now we are very much in the labor part of the exchange, but at some point this year we're going to see some fruit from the effort that we're doing.
Yeah.
And putting in consistent weekly, daily effort, it does pay off. We've just now gotten back into the swing of things, but already just the creative juices are starting to flow again.
Right.
Whereas, like you said, the holiday season, can't get everybody together. It's a bummer. I have this problem where if I don't play music, with my friends for too long, I get grumpy grumps, depressed, So I had a lot of that going on. But since then, it's been fantastic. I feel like I'm finally there's people here more than just once a week for a couple hours.
Right.
Feels like it's coming back again.
Yeah, this room, as awesome as it is not as awesome by yourself. It's definitely not.
Yeah.
It can be. Like, you come here and you got something that you only you can do. Anything else will be a distraction. It's wonderful. If I come down here to practice drums, it's fantastic for that.
Yeah, because you're by yourself. There's no distractions.
Right. And I used to have my drums in the living room, And even though I was always told, like, yeah, it's totally fine, play whenever you want, I still wouldn't play whenever I want. But now that they're not in my living room, I play them all the time.
Right. Well, it makes a big difference, man.
Yeah.
From the living room to a dedicated space.
Yep.
For sure.
And it's at least half not wanting to disturb anybody. The other half is like, don't listen right now. I'm working on things I'm not good at. Don't listen.
Yeah.
Turn your ears off for the next hour.
I don't want you hearing it.
Yep.
Right.
And it happens that way. And I get that because, like you were saying about the Hotel California stuff, like I wouldn't have wanted to put nearly that amount of work in if I had somebody listening the whole time. That's just the way it is.
But I knew that it mattered to you playing those parts because twice I've just showed up at dude's house and dude's got his guitar on practicing that song.
Yeah.
And
I've never been a lead player, dude. I've never been a lead player.
All right.
I've always been a rhythm player. And to have the opportunity, and not just the opportunity, but almost the obligation.
The necessity.
Like it turns it into a different animal. And like it's taking my guitar playing to a height that I haven't really been able to explore a whole lot. And it's changed the way I look at guitar playing. I've spent so much time focused on being a singer and trying to make sure that I'm at least halfway decent at that so that I'm not the one that's causing anybody to not want to listen to the band. You know what I mean? Like, you can't be that and be the singer. And I never really knew how to sing, so I've kind of been trying to teach myself, and I know it sounds good when I hear it, but when you listen to yourself, it's a different thing, and there's a lot to navigate there. And throughout that, my guitar playing took a back seat. And, you know, back when we played metal, like, there was a lot of the practice that went into playing guitar was different than the practice that goes into it now.
Yeah.
And that's a whole nother aspect that I didn't know until now. And like, this project has opened me up so much musicianship wise. Like, it's so many things that I didn't do before that I do now. And I kind of just looked at playing lead as one of those things. And it took so much away that it made it possible. And Hotel California is like the first real opportunity I've had to take that on.
Yeah,
and
you picked a good one to bring it out.
It's fun, dude. It's a good one, and
it's a good choice because you've heard it 100,000 times in your life.
Yeah, and that goes a long way. It really does. But also, it's I've noticed that it does a lot for my ear. The dynamics and learning how to use my ears in playing music. Like, yeah, you know when you're not playing the right note, but knowing the difference between this note and this note is one thing when you're talking about fretwork, but it's a different thing when you're talking about bending and playing with other people. And I've learned so much, dude. Just learning this one solo about dynamics and like how to feel it and hear it at the same time, as opposed to just, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. You know,
these are the notes in the order they're supposed to be.
It changes everything, dude. And I've learned all kinds of stuff about bass and about harmonica and about singing and about all this other stuff.
You learned harmonica,
and yeah, dude, straight up, I didn't know it at all before. Yeah. And then, but finally, it seems only just now 5 years later that learning has come full circle back around to guitar. And my guitar, I was plateaued like, whoa, before. And now it's like, finally I get to, something's given me a step up. And
the amount of times we were like, hey, you have to play bass on this song. And you have to play bass on this one too.
Yeah.
Oh, and this one, and this one, and this one.
And this is the first song that's come along where I had any kind of opportunity to do anything other than those things. And
I'm just saying, now that Mr. Jason has stepped up and started playing bass on some songs, you've only done that for some songs that you played bass, but you didn't pick up the guitar. We could find another couple that another guitar would be a benefit to the song. And slap your butt on there too.
Since we're talking about it, I'm hoping that "Are You Gonna Go My Way" is one of those songs. That Lenny Kravitz song.
Lenny Kravitz.
Dude? Heck yeah,
man! He said the words, and I was like,
yeah, I saw
what
dude,
song is that?
I saw the brain fart happen in your eyes,
I felt
bro.
the glitch, like me no music.
You were messing around with it last practice.
Yeah, because I one of the other things like that it's helped me figure out is figuring out stuff by ear. And like
we should have put that on Tuesday's agenda.
Right.
Just to hit it again.
We should, and we will. But to know that I'm playing it wrong by ear, that's easy to figure out when you know an instrument in any kind of way. You know when you're playing it wrong.
Right.
But to figure out what to play by just listening is
just take his ears
is a whole ass skill set on its own, and I never had that until this project.
He burned it down to its bare necessity. That's the only thing that he's got over you is that
the tism, dude.
He can hear that it's the wrong note, and he also knows what note it's supposed to be.
Yeah, it's the tism.
And that's just how it works, right?
He's like, oh yeah, I can just think about this, and oh yeah, that's how you play it. And I wish I had that.
I'm a slide and find it real quick guy. I know.
See,
I know it's up from here, so woo, there it is.
I can, like, a lot of times when I'm driving, I can picture myself playing things while I'm listening to them. You know what I mean? Without having a guitar in my hands, I know what the notes are. Like I can tell what they are, and I can tell what the chords are
okay.
and whatnot. So
this is totally exactly what you're talking about. A while, 2 years ago, or whatever, the church that I run, Sound Out, was looking for a guitar player, and I was telling him about it, and it paid, and I was like, and they only do like so many songs. And he's like, dude, I'll just learn them on the way in.
Dude, that's so. I used to play at a bunch of different churches, but I played at this one in particular. It was about 45 minutes from my house, and that's what I would do every week. I didn't go to practice during the week because it was 45 minutes from my house, and I think I made like $100 a Sunday. But really like the people there, and met some really good friends there. But like I'd drive there on the Sunday morning, listen to the entire set, show up, play. Everything was good to go. Roll on home, man. Like,
I wish I could do that, man.
Yeah, me too.
That's fantastic.
But that's kind of the point that I was getting at. Was like I feel like I've kind of made the first step towards getting there by learning how to figure out some of this stuff just by listening to myself play it and what I know it's supposed to be.
Right.
And that's not something I had before this project. And I don't think I could list on both hands the amount of skills I've picked up on this project alone. It's crazy.
I have developed I have developed an augmented taste in music. Being a drummer.
That's such a good way to put it, dude.
Being a drummer now and being in a cover band, I definitely listen to the drums in songs. I always did. Like I was definitely a car drummer and whatnot. But because I've been focusing on the drums so much on all these songs that I love already, when I get to hear them in a different context, i.e. not my headphones, not in my car, I hear the other stuff in the songs way differently than I ever did before and clearer. I can hear guitar riffs better because I've spent so much time not hearing it, just focusing on what the drummer's doing.
Yeah.
It's been kind of cool. It feels like
wild
a superpower.
how much more detailed you can understand the instrument that's being played when you're focusing on that because you're playing it. It's the same thing. I was learning the dynamics and playing and bending by ear. It's the exact same thing that I was talking about.
I thought Dubs had something to say.
No?
No.
It's like re-EQing your ears.
I guess he still quit the show.
Yeah. You bored over there, dog?
I've silent quit.
I'm quiet quitting. Are you on Indeed over there? Does that say podcast in the search bar? You son
Fox
of a
Sports.
bitch.
Yeah, dude. I don't.
It looks like the Eagles are going to the Super Bowl.
I don't blame you at all,
that's right.
J-Dubs.
Football.
Are we on the podcast right now?
Are we not?
I was gonna say I don't blame you at all, J-Dubs, because I'm sure there's a better podcast out there that'll pay you nothing.
I'm listening to Talk Is Jericho right now.
I'm going to be one and done with this when it's over, Beard.
Damn.
I mean, why change?
That hurt.
Learned the lesson.
That hurt, J-Dubs. It's cut me deep.
34-15.
Wow.
Eagles up top.
How much time's left?
It is, it's the third quarter, and we're at 5:28.
Yeah, I'm still calling Commanders.
3rd and 1 on Philadelphia's 10.
That's a lot of baskets, man.
That's a lot of home runs they got to get.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, he's got the game up now. You're gonna distract the F out.
Yeah, you can't be doing that,
dude,
man. You can't be doing
I
that.
definitely can't sit here and talk to these dudes. Oh, now you just got a suit. You can't show the NFL.
Sue me.
It says it at the beginning of every game. You can't show it.
Also,
they just made a touchdown. Washington just made a touchdown.
I told
21-34.
Don't sleep on him.
Yeah.
It's the biggest money making story in the NFL right now. The rookie QB to beat Mahomes and company.
Yeah. I saw a thing that said he should just retire after he wins the Super Bowl and be like, that wasn't even hard.
Yeah, like it's this hard accomplishment.
Perfect track record.
First year.
Yeah, dude. Anyway, before we realized that J-Dubs was bored of us.
I'm just glad he's still here. Like, we chased him down. He tried to quit, but when he got outside, he saw like a chicken from my neighbor's chicken got loose, and he was chasing that damn thing around.
I wish
we had a camera on that.
I asked them. I was going to chase the chicken down just for...
Yeah, comment for us. Let us know if you'd like to watch J-Dubs chase a chicken.
To. I was going to do it. All they had to do was film it.
It's not a euphemism.
You can do that anytime you want.
No, he said chase. He said chase, not choke.
I can't chase the chicken down and hold the camera at the same time.
Why not?
You know what?
And then because you didn't catch the first one, there were two.
All I'm saying, J-Dubs, all I'm saying is that I'm willing to bet that would be compelling footage.
Well, we got plenty of
Watch this. All right. Yeah.
That was one heck of a video, J-Dubs.
Yeah, said it won't be done, bitches.
Who controls
I've
this
never
show?
seen a grown
Can
man
I
in a
speak
chicken
to the
suit.
manager of this show, please? Like, who's running this shit?
The manager's been dead since 1992.
We just keep showing up.
Hey, screw it. Let's make this. Let's just keep going, man. Let's go for 2 hours. Fuck them.
We're almost there.
All right, that's another timeout for J-Dubs.
Yeah, let's keep a tally. We need a little whiteboard right there. We can keep a tally.
What good is a tally if you're never going to go to timeout?
Well, I mean,
What good's a tally without a whacker?
Dude, that's one heck of an idea for a sitcom.
Tallywhacker?
The managers know that the owner's been dead for
since 1992.
And they just keep showing up to work every day.
Because he like had their paychecks all set up for auto pay, and all the deposits were
Figuring it
automatically
out.
done.
Right.
Taxes were done automatically.
Or how about
Oh my God, that's actually a really great idea.
How about
because
they're
there's
so stupid they don't realize the guy's dead?
Yeah, but that's the whole point, because it really puts it into perspective how little middle management is needed.
Do you guys remember in Office Space?
Yep.
Okay.
That's exactly what I was saying. It's exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah,
that movie.
So,
capitalism is built on middle management, though. What are you going to do,
Drew? Changing gears real fast and talking about something worth talking about, Mr. Drew.
Wow, shots fired.
I'm not even going to push it. No, it's not. Shut the fuck up.
Time out.
I can't even. Drew, how's the studio going? That's what I was going to ask.
I was going to say, man, I'm waiting expectantly here.
Yes. For those if you don't know, Drew and I both have Logic Pro X, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of work, but I was wondering how you've been maneuvering.
Pretty well, man. So the studio itself has come a real long way since we bought the house, and I've slowed down a lot of production over the last month because of the holidays, and we were on vacation for a bit, and all that good stuff. Had friends
Vacation real fast. Where'd y'all go?
We went to see my parents in Florida.
Nice.
Yep, there was no snow at that time.
Oh man, I bet they're freaking out right now.
Dude, it didn't
They had to
even
buy a
stick.
coat.
Yeah, it didn't even.
Where do we find gloves?
But no, the studio's going well, man. Actually, a project that I'm working on this year with a really good friend of mine. He's got a handful of songs that he wants to put out by the end of the year, and so we've got some scheduled deadlines and goals that he and I are going to swap back and forth on Logic, since you can share whole projects now.
Bro, if you
Back
can
and
teach me
forth.
how to do that, that would be really cool.
Yeah, man, I've learned a lot about it recently, and so basically these are all songs that he's written, and I'm just helping kind of produce them and add some parts to them, and help arrange things the way they need to be arranged to be really good, and it's gonna be cool.
Hell yeah!
Nice.
Six songs by the end of the year, one every 2 months.
Have you got the first one going yet?
Yep.
Sweet.
What's the name of it?
It is called. I'd have to look it up. The first two.
It's a weird name for a song.
I know.
You can look it up.
I'm curious.
I'd have to look it up. But yeah. So shout out to Jericho. We'll have to.
Jericho.
I was wondering if that's who you were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nice
That's right. You guys all met Jericho.
Yeah, dude, at your party that I got show wasted at.
Beard missed a whole episode because of your party.
I figured if there was one good reason to miss an episode, man, like it would be that one.
Hey, bro, devil's advocate, my man smoked some good meat. Good God.
Yeah, that pork
I
was
appreciate
good,
it.
man.
I just want to say that's the third time he's brought up your pork on this show.
Bro, it was really
good pork.
It's amazing. The question is, why aren't you talking about it?
Yeah,
my mouth's too full of it.
As much as I love you, Floaty, I've got to be on J-Dub's side because that pork took fucking 13 hours. And yes, I said the word.
And we're going to keep it in.
I'm not going to timeout because J-Dubs ain't doing it.
Yeah, no, it ain't that. We're
actually, while I'm thinking about it, if you're watching and you enjoy the show at all and you think the timeout thing is funny, let J-Dubs know if he should go or not.
Or should we just say fucking fuck whenever the fuck we want?
No,
Maybe.
or maybe I'll just do this from the bathroom and just take it consecutively one day.
Could you?
Yeah, I can do that. We'll move everything in there. I'll set up my phone.
I can hook you up with a laptop and all that, buttons and everything.
Yeah, I'll just do the whole thing on the shitter.
But what happens when I gotta pee?
Well, I guess. Yeah, well,
move aside, Dubs.
Maybe we'll put me in the shower. It's a stand-up shower.
Really and truly, though, that's probably the best pulled pork I've ever had in my entire life.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Yes, it was very.
It was a lot of fun to do.
To be quite honest, I will say, Eric, yours is good, but you have a nemesis when it comes to the pork.
I'm not
and
sure
it's
how to take that.
Dave Mashburn.
Dave? Oh, man. Now we have to have him on
bro,
the podcast.
your pork was good, but Beyonce.
I'm going to go ahead
I guess
and
that makes J-Dubs Kanye.
Oh, damn.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
And that makes me
wrong
Taylor
button.
Swift.
Damn, they're in here making me hit the wrong button. It's supposed to be a scratch right there. Woo, shots fired.
But yeah, man, that was a good party too. That was an impressive surprise.
Yeah.
Beard and I
worked
not
out really
only
well.
killed an entire bottle of Jameson, but we also killed some proper 12 too.
Yeah.
That was good stuff. Very good stuff.
Yes.
But my wife organized that whole thing. I was genuinely surprised, which is very difficult to do. I had no idea at all.
Why are all these cars here?
Yeah. I was like, dang. Oh, Eric must have had some people over. I think I recognize some of those cars. Like, still not thinking anything about it. Walk in the door.
Yeah. It was well done. I enjoyed it very much, and any good excuse to smoke a pork butt.
Hey, man.
Yeah, shout out to Savannah. Good job, babe.
Hell yeah.
Everybody likes to eat a little butt.
Whoa.
Hey, that didn't come out right.
No, it didn't at all.
So switching gears. We have this really cool idea coming up. We've learned doing this, we have to plan months in advance.
Everything has to get planned out. If we don't, it's messed.
Yeah,
Coming soon to a YouTube near you, 2025.
And we hope to deliver.
Five.
We hope to deliver. And we've been throwing around some ideas. We had so much fun doing the Halloween stuff this year.
Dude, that Tower movie was so much fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
I enjoyed that from beginning to end.
It was a great film.
I would actually like to see that in a longer and a more budget.
I would love to
film.
do it over again
Yeah, like-
and actually put some more time and thought into it.
Yeah, like what happened to the popcorn, man?
Maybe.
It got burnt several times and
Son
then
of a
thrown out.
bee.
Well, we do air at this past inaugural year we did 3 short skits, so maybe we can work in a part 2
Of the tower?
Yes,
Dude, I'm down for a part 2.
Yeah, dude.
maybe that should just be a thing.
What if
Terror Tower
What if
at the beach.
Dude, just hear me out. What if the tower was the next Art the Clown? Like, what if, dude?
Ready, set, radio.
What
Presenting
if?
the Tower
I think
of
you
Terror.
hit your
What
head.
if, dude?
Tower of Terror is copyrighted. It's Terror Tower.
Yes.
Oh, Terror Tower.
Yeah.
Yeah. and
What if,
you've
though,
hit-
dude? It's getting the same start that he did.
But all right, but something more on terra firma, something more
terra
do
firma.
terra firma. But what if it just every year got a different member of the band? Got Joey
All right.
this year.
Bet.
This year it's Drew.
nice.
Say less. That's done. That's happening.
Yeah.
Well, now that I know it's coming after me this year, I think I might survive.
It's pretty easy to
will you.
avoid a 8-foot white tower. You know what I mean?
You'd think, Floaty.
I know.
Got your wife last year.
Oh.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
What was she doing at your house, Beard?
Maybe you should ask her.
And where the hell were you?
He can't. She's dead.
Regardless of what her answer is, I was behind the camera, dude.
And when the hell did we get popcorn? Man,
J-Dubs,
he's gonna be so sad.
That was
next
so
week
on
when
point,
none of those
J-Dubs.
buttons work.
That was so on point with that one.
Speaking of that, we need the Psycho shower stab music on a button.
Oh, that would be cool. Maybe we can do a collab with the band and cover something like "Someone's Watching Me," and we'll do a death scene for each of the members.
Like
All right.
somebody's watching me. I ain't got no privacy.
Oh,
Yo,
there's a damn clip.
that's a clip for sure, dude.
Put that on your podcast and smoke it.
that's gotta be a shirt.
Love it. It does. It does now.
be a shirt.
It's already been said 3 times today. That one alone has to be a
copyright
shirt.
I want that to be a shirt, and
Yeah.
I want you guys to look like Cheech and Chong on the front of it.
Copyright WRSR LLC 2025. I always feel like.
But yeah, would y'all like to discuss the ideas of the one that we've really been hitting hard?
The
Halloween one?
Mr. Jason.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we got to be careful about some things because, like, if we're gonna make it, we can't.
I just think that some
we
are
can't
all
we
of
can't
us.
do it now
right
because
off the
you literally just said Mr. Jason. We'll have to cut that out.
I just think some or all of us should die on camera. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Violently. and very funny.
Maybe twice.
We'll call it. Tell me what you really think.
Dude,
Definitely twice.
Dude, like the idea that the idea we were talking about outside, it never really. J-Dubs has talked a lot about this idea, and I love the idea, but it has always been we're trying to make a real deal horror movie up until now, and now kind of just like, wait, are we going to be funny with this?
Yeah,
If we're gonna be funny with it, then let's be funny with it and just turn in all of it's just regular movie, even regular horror movie at the beginning. Everybody's just you're setting up the scene. This is where it's a dark alleyway and the killer's coming from in the kitchen over here or whatever it is, and then all of a sudden, bam, the murders start, and usually you've got one happens and it's kind of really brushed under the rug. It's not really mentioned much. And then you find them later in the movie and it's it starts slow. But I was like, if we're going to do it and we want to make it funny, then what if we just there's all this setup. There's whatever, however long it's going to be. If it's a half-hour movie, then it's 15 minutes of setup and then 10 minutes of montage, just individual slaying scenes, dude.
I saw that in my head as 20 seconds. 10 minutes is hilarious.
Not if it's happening multiple times.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. If we're gonna kill everybody twice, then you make it a long time. And then there's 5 minutes of ending credits, dude.
5 seconds of ending, 10 minutes of montage. Dude. That's fantastic. Now I can't wait to write 10 minutes of murder.
Dude, everybody dies twice, and each of them have to be different deaths. Different settings, different wardrobe, different style of murder, different murder weapon.
Are we talking?
That's 22 deaths.
Yeah,
Are we talking a montage of murder that almost goes too long?
Yeah,
just barely doesn't go too long.
Family Guy style, dude. Over the top.
I'm seeing images now.
And at one point, whoever's dying, and everybody dies twice, right? So at one point, you got Floaty dying, and he gets strung up in a tree or some
spoiler
shit.
alert.
Right.
Spoilers.
I'm spitballing here. I'm spitballing here, but like, let's just say Floaty gets strung up in a tree, and then the killer walks away, right? And then the very next person who dies is Floaty again, but it's not by getting strung up in a tree. He dies because the brakes get cut on his car or something like that.
Ooh,
and
that's
then
going to
there's
be
just
a
like
dangerous.
out of everybody that's dying left and right, and it's just a montage of different people dying. There's one
forces
section
him to choke on a Lego.
There's one section where you've got the same person dying 3 times in a row, different ways.
Kind of like how Star Wars had the same stormtrooper falling 2 or 3 times in a row in the cuts on A New Hope.
No.
No.
No, not at all.
But more murder.
Yes.
Murder.
Yes. Murder.
And then at the end of the movie, you'll see what happens right after we cut every single time, because everyone's going to die laughing when they're getting murdered.
And the very last thing you see on the screen before you get out of the theater is no musicians were harmed in the making of this film.
Which was not going to be true.
No, not at all.
Yeah, because we're not real musicians.
Damn.
Yeah, maybe.
Let's do it. You might be right.
Oh, man. Ow, ow, ow. Damn that truth.
But one of the best parts about it is we are going to take the time and we are going to do all the gore and the death scenes ourselves. So all of it will be in-house.
Regardless, whatever way we decide to do it, it's all going to be done in-house for sure.
PG-13 for shizzle.
And if you listening out there, if anybody listening out there has any preferences, wants to see us try and pull something off in this, let us know.
Or if you have another idea altogether, please let us know, because we are going to try to shoot for the trifecta and do the Tales from the Scare Waves again.
Yeah. I don't know about the whole trifecta, but I definitely want to do a Halloween something. We could film it in the summertime this time. And but we have to pull off Christmas too.
There's going to be something
We've got to
that
do a Christmas
continues
something too.
the Scare Waves theme.
Yeah.
We'll see. We're definitely doing a long form / short form video.
Yeah. It's got to be something.
Yeah.
Something creative, something fun.
But there's
I
also
had a great time during
there's
Halloween
also
making those shits.
we have a bunch of ideas for Halloween. We're not really good about the other stuff. We have some good ideas for next Christmas.
Yeah, horror movies are easy
because we skipped Christmas this year because it was already Christmas when we.
I guess we can kind of move to Christmas, man, and kind of get.
How would you feel, J-Dubs, if instead of doing that movie this year, we did that 2026 and 2025 we focus on Christmas only?
Well, we have enough time that we can do both, Beard.
And work on our show that we've got coming up. I think
there's a lot of days. I think we can do something.
Perhaps there's some Thursday work coming up.
I'd like to believe you, J-Dubs, but I think 2024 is proof that there's not.
Yeah, well, that was a lot of team building. We did a lot of stuff off the hip, and it worked out.
Yeah, so let's start small and work our way up. Let's start with one thing.
I feel from us shooting from the hip and doing what we just did, I think if we plan and execute and communicate, we'll be able to pull off Christmas and Halloween.
From what I understand, there's going to be a lot of execution going on. A lot of murder.
And that's my proof right there.
Lots and lots of murder.
Everybody dies twice.
22 times.
So stay tuned for
that's the type of stuff right there that's going to make it if we're going to do it or not. If we get crazy with it and there's like 15 death scenes for one person, then yes.
Now you're just getting crazy. We only said 2 so far, and you just jumped it up to 15.
But
so, of course,
I was okay.
15 is a lot.
That's a lot. But it's 10 minutes. Like, that's a lot. Maybe he's just rapid firing ways to murder us. And it's just like, bam, 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 bam.
I guess it depends on your definition of rapid fire, because, like, how long does it take for one murder to happen?
Have you
ever really done the math?
It's 10 minutes. Each of us get 2 death scenes in that 10 minutes, but it keeps cutting back, because some of them are like strangulations. That takes a minute, so it keeps cutting back to it. And then he's stabbing somebody. If you don't hit an artery or an organ, that takes a while too. You can just keep on stabbing.
So let's just boil it down to 20. Let's just say 20 deaths. 20 deaths. If you've got 20 death scenes, even if it's multiple people,
who's not dying twice?
Then I'm just saying for round numbers.
Now we're talking statistics.
Let's start with 20. If we've got 20 to do,
always exact, Derek.
that makes each death scene have to take 30 seconds, right?
Yeah.
To make 10 minutes.
Sure.
30 seconds for a death scene, is that too much?
Some could be 50, some could be 10, but yeah.
I mean on average.
Yeah.
I mean on average. So is 30 seconds for a death scene on average too much? If we're talking montage stuff?
Not if the 30 seconds is split up. So, like, if it is a montage, there is only 2 deaths, but each shot is cut to 3, 4, 5 times.
Oh, God, that's so much death, dude.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's what I imagined when you said 10 minutes of murder. What I saw was boom, 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 back to this guy, boom, boom, back to that guy, boom.
I pulled the number 10 minutes out of my ass.
Is the first guy dead yet? Nope, first guy's still alive. How about third guy? He's gone.
Nope, first guy's still alive. Let's go through them all again.
Let's see number 8.
Well, we got that done. So we've got 2 ready.
All right, if you're just tuning in and are confused by the murder talk, we are Ready Set Radio.
This episode's going to get flagged.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're not getting monetized for this one.
Oh, yeah, you're supposed to unaliving.
Unaliving, yeah. There's
we said dead, death, and murder so many times.
This entire section, I'm not even going to cut it out. I'm just going to bleep the whole thing. You know what we should do for Halloween?
Well, damn. Another episode wasted. Podcasting is hard.
We'll
hey, let them come for us. Come find us. Come find us.
Yeah, if anybody turns us in, there's only 94 people to go through at the moment. We'll find out who it was.
Hey, and for those of you that don't know, when we get up to 100, we're going to open a very special bottle of booze.
Yeah, Drew was hoping.
Tell your friends to subscribe.
Let's just do it now and just keep it going.
The only reason Drew agreed to be on this episode is because he thought we were going to hit 100.
It was like there's no booze.
We're at 94, and we thought we were going to hit 100 before the end of 2024.
Real quick. Fuck.
Oh, there it is.
I got
you had to interrupt me for that?
Yes.
All right, well.
No.
I was just.
We don't have that much room in the bathroom.
I was just going to go ahead and end the episode.
No, we're keeping it going. We're here. We're going to make this a 2-parter.
Are we?
Yeah, we said that earlier.
We did?
So 2024, 100 followers. Let's go back to that.
That was the idea.
I wanted to hear what you were going to say.
But that was the goal. Was like Floaty and I had talked, and we were like, we'll get to 100 by the end of 2024, and we thought we would, and then we didn't.
So right now, you guys, if this is your first time watching us, you've never watched us, or you've watched us over and over again, and you haven't hit the bell or the like button, go ahead and do that. Let's get that done.
Yeah, let's get up to 100. So
we'll pick one of y'all to come drink the bottle with us.
Mm-hmm. Or we'll just drink it on camera so everybody else can watch.
You never know what happens because this is unscripted.
Yeah, no, we
can pull the homeless dude in down.
We make all this shit up on the get-go.
That chicken's coming in to party, man. That's all I'm saying.
I want that chicken.
I want it to
Do y'all
happen,
want me
dude.
to go get the chicken? I will go get the chicken for the followers.
Bring
him right here.
Wait, I think that's the perfect way to end the podcast, to be honest, because I could just grab the other camera and walk it out.
It is mobile.
It can't go far, but it can go out.
But the chicken can come in.
If you
cock-a-doodle-doo.
I think we should end the episode watching you run out over the horizon looking for that chicken. And
right,
if you just so happen to come back with it, we'll put that in too.
Here's a montage of J-Dubs collecting a chicken.
Let's get it.
Go for it.
Keep the laugh energy up, man.
He ain't even here. We use the term producer real loosely around here. Well, if he was actually here to do it, but when the man's got a good God damn it! And I'm not I'm over here doing this. I've never done it before. Lie! Fuck. No, is that... What the fuck? It's one fucking line! So, with that being said, this is what you get.
Go to a timeout. I'm going to timeout for the rest of the episode.
We'll be right back after this beer break.
All right.